Hey, what's up? It's Mr. T. I told y'all, you know what I'm saying, we promised y'all a new network, a new update, new special, basically enough positive energy. I'm just happy about what's going on right now, just connected with a lot of people. Listen, we got my man, Coach Cory Hines right here tonight. We just want to, give him a nice round of applause, for, becoming the coach, what I'm saying, of the Salem University girls coach. Listen, congratulations, Cory Hines. We are all behind you, bro. I am like one of your biggest fans, bro. Like I'm just happy to see my man come from where he came from, and taking care of these young ladies. Thank you, parents, for trusting him. He is the dude. He took the Fairmont Senior to higher levels with some great players. A lot of players that are in college right now. Like one of my favorite ones is, like, I'm gonna lie to you, is Marmar. I still follow her wherever she's going, and she's at Arizona State now right now. Like, is that
Yeah.
what she? Oh, bro, like I'm gonna have to get me in Arizona State, Jersey, because that's my girl, man. It's like I remember when she was a little kid, bro. We was sitting there, and it was at the Fairmont State event, and we were just sitting there, just chilling, talking to her. Just a awesome young lady, man, and she was just young and determined at that time, man. I just watched her play, but I knew she was a special kid, man. I really always knew she was.
Hmm.
And you helped enhance that, like in making her into the young lady she is today, as well as her parents, So it's just a great feeling to, just see, full circle what we have been doing, as coaches and as people in Fairmont, in this community, this great community that we love, and I'm just stoked,
And
man. Yeah,
yeah, and that's meant. Well, um, Marley worked hard. She was a
yeah.
very hard worker. I mean, I had some really great kids over the years, like Meredith Mayer. Meredith's still at Marshall.
Yes,
She
yes,
worked hard.
yeah. She did. She's a beautiful
You
young
know,
lady. I love her to death.
yeah, Meredith's doing her thing at Marshall. I got other kids that's not playing at college, but they're excelling. Cameron and Claire and like the
Hmm.
Katie Noonans, the
Yeah.
Emily's, the Abbott. I got so many players
Talk
that came
about it,
through.
baby. Talk about it. That's what you're here
Well,
for.
yeah, I got so many players that came through that were really hard workers and great players. And I got to say this, man, I had some great coaches.
Yes,
I had
you
some
have.
people that put in that donate a lot of time, a lot of effort. So we was very blessed at Fairmont Senior. All the way through to the people that even work with the kids in the summer, the people that raise money for them, such as
Hmm.
yourself,
Yes,
Sam
sir.
Mars.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, like it's crazy. Like it's a lot of people out there, man, that did their thing. I give a big shout out to like Ryan Severe, who's coaching them now.
Hmm.
Um, the Corey Bodies, Pepper, Coach Pep. That's my boy. That's one of the
Yeah,
people
Coach Pep. Yeah, he's
that Coach
family. That's
Pep.
family. That's family right there.
So um, it's a lot of people. Let me get this camera straight, but it's a lot of
Take your
people that
time.
did their
Take your
thing.
time. Yes,
Did
sir.
their thing. I, I'm really I'm really blessed, really fortunate. I had people like that worked with them in the summer, like Lil Ronnie Whiting. They call
Yeah,
him Lil Cat.
yeah, yeah,
Jennifer. They did a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Um,
You talking about Miss Wilson?
yes, Miss
Oh
Wilson.
yeah, beautiful young lady, man. She is awesome, bro. Like, I love Jen, man. She is a beautiful young lady.
Yeah,
She got
and
a she
and
got a she got a daughter to go back. You need to, what I'm saying, start
yeah,
recruiting
yeah,
yourself.
she up and coming. And
Yeah.
I can't and I can't forget the people like the Mike Urim.
Yeah.
He did great stuff. He raised money, did a lot of good. Dion Dobbs. Everybody
Yeah,
know
Mr.
Dion
Dobbs, Mr.
Dion Dobbs.
Dobbs. Yes, indeed.
It's more people that I possibly can name, and I'm sorry if I didn't name them at the moment. Or I can't forget, Ronnie Newsom. He's very supportive.
Yeah.
Ron Whiting, Big Cat.
Yeah, Big
It's a
Cat. Yeah,
list, man.
yeah.
It's a list.
Hey,
Arnold
Corey
Edwards,
Bridges, man. Like Corey
Corey Bridges.
Bridges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
C.
Corey
Bridges,
Bridges. You can't
my
forget our
boy.
dog, Corey Bridges, man.
Cannot forget Corey. Corey was excellent.
Yes, he is.
All the way down to the Wes Brown. Wesley
Hmm.
Brown did his thing. Jared West, he helped. Like
Yeah.
and I said Ron Newsom. Like he like it's so many people, man, that I can give um props to and show love to, such as yourself. They donated time, they donated
Yeah.
effort. There's a lot of people in this community that did a lot of great things. Right now, I'm working with another one. And I can't forget. I mean, rest in peace, most
No,
definitely, Miss
Boo.
Marion Boo Hilson.
Yes, Boo. I was gonna say Boo, man.
Marion Boo Hilson.
He
Yeah,
is
that
so
was
proud of
my.
you. He's so proud of you right now, and I'm telling you,
Yeah,
he's
bro.
proud of you, bro. Like he's looking down on us right now, and I'm telling
For
you,
sure.
Boo is so proud of you, man. Like well, just
Uh,
as well as I am.
man, and that leads us back to Salem.
Yeah,
One of the people that, like my assistant coach, now we go fast forward, rest in peace to Boo, and I know Boo will be most proud. I have his son, Jaron Hilson, is my assistant coach with me at Salem, and that I call him nephew. Jaron he's well beyond his years when it comes to knowledge of the game.
yeah.
I know Boo would be extremely proud. That man not only has his associates, his bachelor's, he's just finished his master's. He played professional.
Mm-hmm.
He did his GA work. So Jaron did some great things. So we got a lot of good people in good places. So
Well, that's called the circle of life, Coach.
for
It's
sure,
just
for sure,
everything is the circle of life, man. Like karma is, it's real. Like what you put in is what you get back out 10 times
for
forward.
sure,
Like so.
for sure.
I just believe that, matter of fact, I don't believe. I just know that this was meant to be. Like me linking up down south and being able to, network for these kids. Like all I ever wanted to do was like make sure I gave back to these kids. Fairmont is the home of Father's Day.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
I always wanted to be the best father that I could be. Because I didn't have my father when I was young. So I told God, I was like, yo, look, I'm gonna become a dad. I want to be the best father I could be. He led me right straight to Fairmont. Like so
For
most of
sure.
the, the dads in Fairmont, because honestly, it's 7-1 in the area. It's more girls than it is guys. So like the guys that basically, really get into coaching or basically taking care of our community.
Hmm.
You definitely need to have a sense of making sure you take care of the ladies. You just do because they are, our future, and we got to make sure we take care of them. There's a lot of guys that just they don't care. Like I don't understand that. I got 3 daughters, man, so I don't have no choice but to be the best man and best father I could be. And I failed
Hmm.
many times, but now I realize what I need to do to fix those things to make sure that it doesn't happen for another person. Like so.
For
Those
sure.
those are the things, Coach, that me and you are good at doing. We don't really raise our voice, and like we make sure that we talk to them,
Hmm.
head on and calm. And but we can get upset sometimes, but at the same time, man, we're passionate. That's just passion. It's the difference between being, just a coach that doesn't really, connect with you, and then there's a coach that's passionate,
For
about
sure.
him. So
For sure.
other than that, man, what else you think you got cooking, for Salem this year? I gotta know what's going on with you, bro. Like what's your plan? I'm here with you. We got
Right
like
now, we're in the
mm-hmm.
process of creating a foundation.
Yes, sir.
Before any program can be successful, you have to have a successful foundation.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
so that's like in that, and to create that foundation, I think it's one brick at a time. You got to lay
Mm-hmm.
that concrete, make sure everything is solid. Um, like I said, I got my assistant coach with me. I'm working on getting GA and a couple other people. They are, accepting volunteers. I'm trying to get people to help us raise money for the program.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to not just build a program. I'm trying to create a movement.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way. And like, because unfortunately for Salem, they haven't been successful in a very long time, which is kind of ironic because they got such good people there. They got a lot of good people at Salem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like one of them things is it's going to take all hands on deck to sit there and change this and change how they are being looked at on the women's side when it comes to basketball. But if you trace Salem's history, especially remember those games back in the day
Whew. Yeah,
when the
Fairmont,
yeah,
and
yeah,
every
yeah,
the gym was packed. Like
yeah, it would be
everybody was
packed.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a lot of nostalgia. So we trying to bring those moments back, trying to make it
Mm-hmm.
more competitive. Um, and we're also trying to send a shout out to the coaches. Some of the greatest coaches in the history of the game came through Salem.
Oh
You got
yeah. Yes,
the
sir.
Mike Carey's. The court's named after Mike Carey, but you got the Rich Rodriguez's, the
Absolutely,
Jimbo
brother.
Fishers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think one of the Bowdens was there too. You got that coach through there. I mean, I was told that, I look forward to sitting down with the people to discuss more of the history.
Yes, sir.
But they was telling me some names like McCarthy and some of the other people that coach came to school there. So I'm
Uh-huh.
like, I'm looking forward to finding out more and more some of the people that came through. Of course, I have my friends that went through there, and they're in the Hall of Fame. You got, the Carl Watkins and,
Yes, sir.
Dorian D. Block, James,
Yeah,
and
Watkins was the beast. He was a
yeah,
beast at that
Watkins
three,
was a
though.
beast.
He was a
Yes, he
beast.
was. He was. His brother, his brother was tough too. Got Billy Childress was tough. Salem had so many tough players. Gary Meeks.
Gary Meeks, man, he
I got
was
to send a
ill.
shout out to Meeks.
Mr.
Yeah, I
Meeks,
got to.
Coach Meeks.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Coach
Yes,
Meeks.
sir. That's my
So
dog right there.
yeah, so it's so many players, and if I'm missing, I know I'm missing a lot of names because I still have to go through the history. But
Hmm.
we would be on this podcast for several days just
Yes,
talking
sir.
about the names of people.
Hmm.
And and before we even move forward, I know I named some of my lady polar bears and stuff and people that came through. There was several guys that came through too, man, that we coached in AAU when I started the West Virginia Reign. Now Coach Newsom is running that organization and is doing a
Hmm.
great job. But there's a lot of guys that came through Fairmont Senior that we was able to help and push forward. And there's still a lot of young ladies that just because they didn't hoop, that does not mean they were not my trophies that never collected dust.
Yes,
I,
sir.
I I love them and I support them. We got so many people that's in college getting degrees and getting jobs and doing and making a lot more money, like than the old ball coach. So I'm gonna have to probably borrow a couple dollars. I'm probably have to borrow a
Yeah.
couple dollars from some of them. But to all those ladies that played for me,
Yes,
that
sir.
are in college and is doing great things, and the gentlemen that played for us in the rain, we want to show you love and tell you thank you for everything that you've done to help
Yes.
me as a coach. And you're thanking me even more by being successful out there in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. That's what we do this for, man. Just to because we already
Facts.
done what we needed to do, and
Exactly.
what we need to do now is give back. A lot of people, they're just in the point where they don't want to give back. They're afraid to give because they feel like, this society is so entitled that they'll just take it. And
Hmm.
honestly, most of it is, this is just what it came down to, and it's not the kid's fault. It's just what it is. Like I, coach, I don't know if me and you would have survived, if they had the technology, what I'm saying, that we had,
Oh, for
and they got
sure,
right
for
now.
sure,
I'm
for
telling you,
sure.
man, like I don't know if I would be here right now if I had the technology that these kids and stuff had, man. Like it's scary, man. And then you got to wheel and deal, and then you got to, weed through all that BS and make sure you don't get, caught up in all the BS. And it's phones everywhere. You can't make a mistake. Like, are you kidding
Yeah,
me? Like, you
for
got to
sure,
be kidding me. You can't make a mistake. Life is about making mistakes, and then
for sure.
figuring out what you need to do after you make that mistake. And now you can't make a mistake. You make a mistake, you get bullied. You make a mistake, you get blackmailed. I mean, come on, man. Like, this is up in our faces, but at the same time, what's up in our faces is that we here now, coach. Like, me and you and our team is here now to jump inside of this, social media, and we're just gonna take it over and give you positivity and give you love and give you respect. That's all we want to do, and make sure that we take care of you. You don't really have a
Yeah,
choice. Well, honestly, you do got a choice. It's free will. You can jump over here, or you can come over here to this new foundation, this movement. That we can take care of. Your daughters. Through Coach Hines. I endorse that. I
yeah,
promise you that if you come, to Salem to Tokyo with Coach, and when I come, we're gonna be talking to you and seeing you. It's gonna be a movement. It's gonna be something that's fun. It's gonna be something that you're gonna learn, and then you're gonna go to another level, and we're gonna watch you grow.
well, remember that's one of the things to change. Remember, it used to be Tokyo back when we was there.
Yeah.
Like now, it's just Salem U, Salem
Salem U.
University.
Salem U, bro. Salem
Yeah.
U. I apologize for that, Salem U.
Yeah. But here's the thing too, and I'm glad you said what you said. Um, like as as a coach, like I said, I was trying to create a foundation with good people such as yourself to start this new journey at Salem. Thinking back, I'm bringing the foundation, somewhat the principles of the foundation with me.
Yes, sir.
So because right now, man, I'm sitting there really tripping. Um, like I said, I have some great coaches, great influences, but I'm looking at like the Nisa Jordans, Courtney Wilfons, Angela De Lorenzo, like all these people, they either playing pro, got jobs. Angela's coaching over there at East Side. I remember that's one of them competitive things. She's coaching over at East Side. I got Rebecca Jenkins,
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's family right
Claire
there.
Hager,
Uh huh.
Cameron Morgan. Like all these people
Yeah,
doing great things.
Cam.
Jenny Bundy, Katie Noonan.
Yeah,
Um, like it's I got a list, man, and I just sat there and thought about it. Coach News does this thing with the
yeah.
T-shirt that he lists all the players that he helped, like the Rain helped try to get in college,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a list. And honestly, man, I never thought about that. I just for memory's sake, because we getting older, you want to try to thank everybody, and it's
Everybody.
hard
Yeah.
because you don't want nobody to feel like you forgot them.
Nope.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't,
On the other one we talked about, did we just talk about got to talk about Cory,
yeah.
Mr. Bridges.
But Cory, no, Cory, yeah, his influence, him and Dion.
Yeah,
Cory
Dion.
and
Yeah.
Dion was part. Those people alone, Ronnie Newsom, myself, yourself, a lot of people changed. Like, we helped out with basketball right here. Coach Retton is excellent. He's doing a incredible job as a coach.
Always has.
But always had. But it's a lot of people that do stuff in the community too to help some of these players. So I always give a shout out, like, and either male or female players, Corey Bridges and Deion Dobbs, and they done
CK. I mean, I ain't seen him in a minute, man. Carlton King, that was my
Carlton
dog.
King.
Yeah, that was my dog right
Yeah.
there, man.
And so, but they've all have given
Mm-hmm.
a lot to these kids. Now we got a new core of young people that's giving back. We got a
Yeah.
new core of people that's giving back. You have like right now, Pepper Reason over. He came through the system. He's giving back.
Yes, sir.
Jaron Hilson, he's giving back. He's
Uh-huh.
sitting there working out kids doing stuff. You got people that's giving back. You have you can tell by the power of influence. You see the effects of what some of yourself and some other people have done in this community to help so many of these kids. And to be honest, there's so many others that I see the whole football staff. I know we
Yeah.
got a new head coach right now,
Mm-hmm.
but Coach Bardick and everything that they've done, but his staff was incredible. They worked their tails off. The baseball staff, I know it soccer,
Yes,
lacrosse.
everything, bro. Everything is like excellence at Fairmont, man. Like it really is. And these kids are just amazing. So I want to get into all these kids. I want to do what I can while I'm here, and I don't want to put a cap on it, Coach. But like I said before, it starts with you. You know what I'm saying? It starts with you. We got to connect down south, and we're gonna do it. Like slowly but surely. But we're gonna build, and it's gonna be something that's beautiful.
Well, that was part of the thing, even with the interview. Like when they was talking to me, it's like a lot of things that have taken place in the community, and several of them I had the opportunity to spearhead,
Mm-hmm.
work with great people. You, Rashad, I keep naming. I got so many people I can name that Rashad can't. Like, I can name a lot of people that done stuff like off the strength, and
Yes,
people
sir.
don't even realize like the behind the scenes. So there's so many other people that. So coming to Salem, a lot of those people hit me up and want to offer their hand to still help,
Yeah.
and that's incredible to me. That's incredible.
It's
I
your,
mean,
it's,
I
it's
got
your aura, bro. It's your
yeah,
aura, man. Like, Coach, like you might think you starting at the bottom, but honestly, you just starting, bro. Like,
facts,
you're not starting at the bottom, man. Like, you've been given a gift, given the keys to raise some beautiful young ladies and some women, bro. That's very, very special, man. And it takes a very special person to do something great, man. And that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna help you recruit, and we're gonna help you. Tell your story and your message. This is gonna be the easiest transaction that you have ever done. Is because you put in the work, sir. You deserve it.
I appreciate that. It's something that I want to give you something. And one of my former players gave me this gift, and she said that and I don't know if she even remember, but she said something that I told them in practice, and then she was giving her commencement speech at graduation when she
Hmm.
was leaving high school, and she just graduated college now. She got a job, and she owed me a couple of dollars. I'm gonna borrow a couple of dollars from her because she got money. But
I feel you. Facts.
it's something we always said. It's not the mistake; it's the adjustments we make in life.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So it's not the mistakes in life; it's the adjustments that we make in life.
Absolutely. Yes.
So that's what we live by. And she said that at her graduation, man. And I was standing off to the side, and you know, and those emotional things right there make you realize that as a coach you're doing something right, and it makes you feel like those are more important than the championships or the rings.
That's right. They are.
Those things never collect dust. So, and I still live by that motto. It's not the, so it's never the mistakes, and that's why you have to um, teach your players, and that's how not just your players. You got to tell people in life, it's not the mistakes, it's the adjustments we make.
Yes, sir.
So, because if you don't make mistakes, sometimes you're not trying, right?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something that's kind of crazy, but you remember we used to play the game, like the Madden
Yeah,
game, right? So
yeah.
I always knew that when I was gonna win. You know why I always knew I was gonna win? And me and Mike Campbell used to say this all the time, and also my man BG. You know what I'm saying? That's Brian
Hmm.
Gregory. He enhanced my game skills. We were three-headed monster. We were beasts. But if you was playing the game and we started the game or whatever, and you just jumped in the game and you played it, it's like you got your team or whatever, and then you would basically, move some stuff around, like your roster or whatever. I'm just
Hmm.
looking at people like boom, boom, boom. But if you did not set any audibles, all right, look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, this is real talk. If you didn't set your audibles, or you didn't have a game plan, most of the time, me and Mike, we would play, or BG, we would like, all right, look, you got to leave the room because I'm gonna set my audibles. All right,
Yeah.
but if you did not set your audibles against me, you're done. All right, you're done because you have no adjustments to make from my like
No
third or
adjustments.
second
Yeah.
quarter or
Yeah.
fourth
No
quarter.
adjustments.
Yeah, you have no
Yeah.
adjustments, and you telling me you're gonna try to play against the dude that what I'm saying, like it's gonna beat you like 90 to 7. All right, cool. Like I already know I got you. That's when I always knew that I had somebody. If they never ever had any adjustments for like the basically the game plan that I wanted to throw at you, like that right
And
there
that's
is fun.
life.
It's life.
And that's life. Yeah. I understand what you're saying because that's life. So you saying basically in life, that's one of the things you got to be able to make audibles. You got to be able to
Yeah,
make adjustments.
yeah,
That's very well said. Very well said.
yes.
That's good stuff.
That was the key,
Saying,
man. That was the key to my success, bro. That's why I knew I was gonna beat you by 7 or 14. Like that's why I play with you, man, because it's just life, man. We had already made adjustments already in life. We came from not having anything into building something. So
hmm
that's what my strength and my aura was when you first met me, bro.
and it still continues too.
Yes, sir.
So it's like so that is the thing that we try to teach. Those are the things that we try to put out there. It's about adjustments, and like you said, audibles. We're gonna put that on the shirt too.
Yeah.
Make your audibles. You got to make your
Gotta
audibles in
make your
life. You got
audible.
to,
Gotta make your audible, sir.
yeah, have them, have those adjustments. Um, and that is one of the things I'm looking forward to, like in this program. But
Hmm.
I got so many well wishers that it just it made me think. Okay, it's a lot of people. Like whenever you sitting there feeling down and you don't think that people um, really care or
Yeah.
they don't have they're not in the fight with you. Just because sometimes people don't call you every day or say something all the time doesn't mean that they don't love you and still support you. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And I've seen that. And I've
Yeah.
seen that. I got a lot of people, asking for shirts, want to wear that green and white. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are asking those questions. So
Yes, it's already flowing, isn't it,
yeah,
Coach?
yeah. So they're already asking them questions. So I'm really I'm looking forward to it. But like you asking, but like right now we're in the stage of trying to build the team. We're going through some of the players that were in the portal, introducing ourselves because they didn't get a chance to meet us, and they had to make a decision. They had to make an audible
Yeah.
because they didn't know who was going to coach. They didn't know what was going on. So I told all those people, I'm not mad, but they also have to understand that I might have to make an audible too because we don't know totally what direction We want to go. We want to go in the direction of success. So we want to make sure that you fit into our system. And right now, that's just hard work, dedication, determination, and creativity. So if
Amen.
you fit that, we want you.
Yes. See, that's what is so easy. Like I'm able to see things that most people don't even see. It's because they're too
Hmm.
blinded by all the stuff that's going on inside their lives right now. And
Hmm.
what the biggest thing is that listen, we got you. You know why you still listening to the podcast right now? And you're like, man, what are they talking about? Like this is something different. It's easy because we already know what to do, and we're just letting you guys know that we're here now. To make sure that your choices that you make are great. But there's always somebody that's looking to be a part of something great. Now we got the capability to make sure that you know what's going on. You might think that, man, like, Coach Hines is the coach now right now. And I think that gym gonna be packed this year. You know why? It's because we're gonna have the energy, and we're gonna have the players and the hunger and the determination and just the way that these girls want to work and being around the coach that saying I'm talking to right now. It's gonna be an amazing thing. D2 college, man. Let's get it, man. Like
Yeah, let's go. Let's
let's
go.
go, let's
It's a,
go, let's
it's
go.
that's how we feeling, man. And I really truly enjoy this podcast, but I want to thank really my parents, man. I just came back from Charlotte, and I'm taking prayers, man. For my dad is
Amen,
going through it.
amen. Yes,
He's
sir.
going through it, so I'm taking all prayers. And but a lot of people wonder where I get that strength from, or that, and I get a lot of it from my parents, my dad, my mother, my family members, my aunts, my uncles. It's kind of like if your foundation at home is strong,
Yes.
then you can't help but display those things out there. You want to project that stuff out there. So
Amen.
I even deal with that in my friendships, man. So I got good brothers like yourself. Like,
I
people were
appreciate
in
that.
need of knowledge. They was in need of something. You said, okay, I'm gonna quit just debating about it. I'm gonna go out and do something about it. And I'm gonna
Yes.
create this podcast,
Yes.
the mental food chain. So shout out and much love to that, man, because people need to hear some of these things. They
Yeah,
need to.
yeah. I didn't do it because I didn't do it for the likes. I mean, I was sick, man. I was like a lot of people don't know it. I didn't broadcast it, but I mean, I was really bad. I mean, but God's like, yo, I need you to do me a favor. And I'm like, what's that? And I'm like, I'm in pain right now, Lord. Like, can you help me with that? He said, I need you to build me a podcast. I'm like, what? A
Mm,
podcast? Like, come on, man. I'm hurting right now. You want me to build I'm in the bed. I can't even walk. You talking to me about a podcast? Yeah, I need you to build a podcast. And I was like, all right, man, I'll build a podcast. All right. I don't even have the money to do it, man. Like, and I'm like grabbing stuff, and I'm like, all right, Lord, I'm grabbing this, I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna grab that. I don't know why you want me to do this, but I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna obey you. And I'm like building and I'm building, I'm getting all this stuff together. My wife is just supporting me, like, all right, go ahead and do what you need to do because she saw what bad shape I was in, but she didn't know why I was doing it either. But I always said to myself, if God tells me to do something, I want him to drive the car. I don't want to drive. I want him to tell me what to do. So I'm
hmm
ended up doing this, man. And I'm doing it. I'm like, man, I don't know why I'm doing it. But then I realized, like, yo, I can reach people. I can teach people. I can help people. I just got to get back into the technology and, just jump in there because these kids need me right now. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I do it, Cory. And I'm like, it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm like, man, this is pretty easy for me. Like then I'm like, I'm gonna jump into Fairmont, Senior, and kind of do a Hard Knocks Life and check that out. And like that was beautiful. I got one man Eli, connected, got these kids on here and got some exposure for them, loving it. Like, all right, Lord, so still yet, why am I doing this? And then he's like, all right, cool. I got a bigger purpose for you. So now I want you to connect with, coaches, players. I want you to get
hmm
I want you to get a I want you to produce, what I'm saying, like a girl version of this. And I'm like, Lord, it is so many things you want me to do. But I can do them because I enjoy them.
Yeah,
I enjoy
it's not
serving.
work.
It's not work
It's
to
not
me.
work. It's not
It's
work.
not
It's,
work.
it's something that you enjoy. Yeah, that's what's up,
It's
man.
passion, bro. It's
It's
passion.
passion.
Passion keeps you
There you
alive.
go.
I want to say one thing before I hand it back over to you. My little brother Todd Goodson always had this motto. He'd be like, "Yo, do your passion." I'm like, "Yo," and I know me and him were really tight, and we were always together. And he helped me so much, during my trials of tribulations of being able to take care of a little brother. and he come up, he's like, do your passion. And guess how many girls he got? He got girls. He got 3 girls, and I got 3 girls. We was together.
Uh-huh.
We got 3 girls because that's what we got. That's our passion, is taking care and raising girls. God don't make no mistakes, Coach. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. So, look, you
That's
come.
that's that's 3 weddings, right?
Listen, that's many weddings, but at the same time, a girl-dad relationship is
Yeah.
something special because that girl will try to find somebody that is like her dad, to make sure that she finds the person that respects her, talks to her, and doesn't judge her. Like, man, it's very important. It really is. And that's why we got Coach Hines right here that basically is going to raise your young lady into a woman, because he already knows how to treat a lady, talk to a lady, coach a lady, cry with a lady, hug a lady, be, stern with her, give her, the constructive criticism she needs. But he don't need to do it and scream at her. He just needs to look in the eye and give her that, that energy, bro. Like, that takes a special person. I'm sorry, other coaches don't have it. This one does. That's why he's in that position. So look, Coach, it's all yours, baby.
Yeah.
I'm already doing it for you, but at the same time, you done already done it, so it's easy.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just want to tell you, thank you even for the opportunity to sit there
Hmm.
and even discuss these things, man. I truly appreciate it. I know this is not the last conversation.
No, we're gonna
I
keep
know
doing
this
this,
is going
baby.
we're gonna keep doing it.
Yes.
So by all means, I appreciate the people that's out there listening. This is just the beginning of the story.
Yes.
And we're gonna keep everybody, in the loop, so they're gonna know what we're doing. Um, T. Hayes has got an excellent, he got an excellent product. I need people to get out there and listen to what he's saying, because he's letting people come on and even add, their 2 cents,
Yes.
and that's very powerful. So that's what creates the movement. But T, I want to tell you, thank you, my brother. I truly appreciate you. Always, man. God bless for
Hey,
sure.
listen, let God first, man, and as long as we keep that first, and everything else will follow, man. Like, it's just like it's getting too easy. So when it's easy, man, we just gotta go be breezy and just gotta make sure that we just take care of, our product here, and our women, and also our men. Like, so.
Sure.
I just appreciate you, Coach, for, letting me, take care of you, and I got so many things I can do for your girls as well. I mean, I got so many ideas and so many things to do for them, like for finances and things of that nature that's not being taught. So, did it for,
That's what we're gonna talk. That's what
yeah,
we
yeah,
always gonna have.
yeah, did
The
it for Joe
meeting's about to
Missoula,
pop off.
did it for Joe Missoula, you know what I'm saying? So, like, those are the things, that I got, to give, but there's so many other things. We ain't gonna talk about all those things. We're gonna keep it between us right now, but thank you guys again for tuning into the Mental Food Chain. I know y'all like the setting, man, because it's like, boy, look at this, it's nice. See how clean it is, how mean it is. We,
For sure.
we're ahead of the game, man. So, but we here though. So we'll see you guys later on. I got Coach Sampson coming on in a couple weeks. Got a couple other people. I got a lineup, man. Just look, this sponsors, donate, like it, share it, please. But we gonna come and make sure we take care of the kids. Just
Like and share, man.
like and
Like and
share.
share for sure.
All right, thank you guys very much, and God bless. We are out.
God
The
bless.
Mental Food Chain is still here to stay, and we're gonna get it all day. Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
it, Coach. I love you, man.
Let's
Holla,
go,
holla,
coach.
baby. Yes,
Love you
sir.
too, family.
All right, one.